Hello everyone and welcome back to our Imperial Austria campaign, and we're in some trouble because we're fighting against Russia, France, Great Britain, and the United States. All of this over a single state in France, and it's going to be a doozy. So we do have the mobility on Great Britain here, potentially even on their colonies, well, the United States colonies, which would be a very nice pickup as well. But we are defending in France. Actually, no, it looks like we've taken that already. Very nice, that means I can redeploy that army. But, yeah, our first fight could be going a little bit better. So we have 63 offense for the French, 126 defense for ourselves, but we are very outnumbered. And you can see the dead are sliding in our favor. That's a sentence. We are, in theory, winning this fight, but they have a lot more numbers than we do on that border. It could end up being kind of a bad engagement. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at that front, and we're going to tell both men to just defend for right now until we can get our equipment up to scale. I was bad on this. I actually jumped the gun pretty horrendously. And you can see the French are actually fighting on this side as well and being pushed back. So if we can grind them down, that is definitely a good thing for us. But if we can't take the state of Alsace-Lorainne, eventually we're going to have to peace out, and it won't be a good thing. We do have a fight on the ocean, and their warships are nothing compared to ours. So actually, well, same era. 103 offense versus 49, so I don't know what they're doing wrong, but they're doing something wrong. That's fine. Okay, so far so not terrible. We are pushing into Russia, and getting them off our backs would allow us to free up some armies for the Western Front, but this engagement doesn't look so hot, and the British are pushing us back. Decent army for the British. He's an offensive planner as well, and just chewing right through. It looks like broken supply line is a pretty bad blunder on our part. Could have avoided that. And of course we're attacking in 3 of us versus 19 of them because reasons. So, jeez. I guess technically, what happened to all of our men? Damn. Okay, so, what happens if we lose this is a nice question to start asking ourselves now. I have to go into diplomacy and look here. Liberate Lombardy, Baden, Pomerania, and Krakow. No, we can't afford to lose this, even if we have to mobilize our reserves. War with Communist Krakow, this is just more of an annoyance than anything else, but we should be able to hold just fine. And you can see, it looks like on this front, they're not attacking us anymore. So as soon as our men are up to full... Okay, only negative 10% now, so we should be able to start attacking soon. We can try and push into Alsace-Lorainne. In the meantime, I'm really hoping we don't lose all that much. In theory, we have a bunch of stacked penalties for territory lost. So our bicycle messengers, actually let's take a look here. Bicycle messengers give plus 20% provinces captured, but trench infantry give negative 25% captured, negative 25% lost. So we're at negative 5 captured net, but negative 25 lost from the infantry plus negative 25 lost from the gunners should mean that every defeat we take isn't so severe. And holy hell, this fight. Oh geez. Okay. Now that's what I call a good fight though. So a lot of men are in it, but we are winning, we are grinding them down, and yeah, we didn't lose as much territory as we gained when we won. So if we can get 1 victory to every 2 or 3 losses, that should be enough for us to hold out for right now. Or at least keep making progress. And this will really tire out the French army as well, so let's see which front were they even on. Kind of hard to tell. South Tyrol Perm fronts, that's going to be over here. And yeah, they outnumber us a lot, but, I mean, geez, not after this slaughtering. So it'll take some time for them to get back their 20,000 dead, 62,000 wounded, and yeah, we're taking large losses too, but that's just the way of it. Ooh, that could be a good attack. We don't have spectacular offense, but it looks like we're doing okay. And if we can get decent reinforcements, we should be able to push through the British. Without the British, this would have been probably a walk in the park, but with them, it's going to be a bit more challenging. So we're going to switch over to offense on this front now. Start planning that if you would. Because the AI not attacking is usually a good indication that, well, you might be able to yourself. We are taking more French colonies here, and actually let's go ahead and switch you over. I want you attacking the Americans in Africa. And if nothing else, we can make their economies also bleed for it, like ours is. So ours is bleeding for it, don't get me wrong about that. Yeah, if we take a look here, and overview, 3.48, it's Listdexia for you, 3.48 million lost on my side, and 5.86 on theirs. And actually, let's go ahead and get this started before I forget. Let's do raid convoys, and we'll raid here. And then let's get raid convoys going, and we'll raid there. So we're going to raid France and Great Britain, because the Russian economy is already a shambles, and there's really no need to punish it that much more. But we are overwhelming the British now. Numbers advantage is finally on our side here, and I'm happy with that. So we might not have been able... Oh, look at that. Oh, rapid advance. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Let's see how many provinces we can take. But first, we might, if we're lucky, we might be able to push through here. So let's take a look at how many provinces we take, and then we'll have to go back to the left-hand side, to the French front, to see how that's going. 1,000 men left, 400 men left, 380. Come on, push through. Push through. Oh, come on. 156. Oh, they reinforced just in time. Of course they did. So did we, but, you know, that means that the fight's getting dragged out that little bit longer, and this front's back to parity. Look at battles. Okay, a couple on either side. Whoa, hold on. We didn't take hardly any territory at all. What gives? We had bicycle. We had bicycles. They can't resist the might of our bicycles? Okay, that's big. The British are a force to be reckoned with, that's for sure. But we are grinding through the French here, which means we can soon, hopefully, take our war goal. And if we can hold on to Alsace-Lorainne, we might be able to get ahead on the ticking war score. Because right now, I mean, this is not great. We're getting 1, they're getting 1.16. And that's just from casualties, because so many people are dying. But, yeah. Oh, alright. So actually, we're not going to build anything. Jeez. Sorry about that camera. Input goods shortages of dyes. Convoys rated. Yeah, so we're not going to build much for right now, because, quite frankly, our economy can't handle it too well. No, actually, we're getting a decent investment pool, so that's not necessarily great. We had a bit of a glitch. Bureaucracy should have already been researched. It wasn't. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. And then, instead of NCO training, we're going to go for defense in depth, just in case. Because if this war is still going at that time, then, well, then we're going to need the extra defense to make sure that we don't lose. But it looks like we have pushed through not all of Alsace-Lorraine, but actually gone a little bit past it as well into French Comte. No idea if that's how it's pronounced, but let's press the advantage here if we can and attack again. Let's see, 50 of ours versus 70 of theirs, outnumbered again, of course, but this does make sense. They have more men on the front than we do. I don't like this, though. Their defense is holding. Did they switch production methods and I just didn't know? And or are they not suffering the penalties for doing so? I believe both of those, to be honest. AI cheats are well-known and catastrophic. Ah, jeez. Yeah, so this is all from our convoys being lost. It means we can't get our rubber, can't get other things. That's causing a cascading failure in our economy. And that's going to become more and more and more expensive. Oof. But, like I said, we are now winning the war support game, which is good. And look at that, nearly 10 million in costs to our opponents. So, crippling fight for both sides. Turns out war is not good. The more you know. And is this... yeah, that's an attack. Good. Pushing through. And US troops. That's not great. Blunder. Plus 20% casualties. Plus 15% morale damage taken. Otherwise we might have been able to win that fight, but... I wish there was a way to retreat. Even if you knew that it would lose you some territory. Doesn't seem like it, though. And the Brits are attacking in force. Look at that. 80,000 of theirs against 93,000 of ours at the start. And we're slaughtering them. So, hey, that's fine with me. Take a look now at armies. Information, 247, 257. These guys I thought were up at... oh, that's with the included... yeah, so they've mobilized their reserves, is the answer. Otherwise, they wouldn't have that many men on this front. Unfortunately, not successful in the attack, which is kind of upsetting, so we might lose a little bit of territory for that. might be a good idea to rest and rehabilitate. No, our morale's fine. We should be able to push through here eventually without too much trouble. And the defense there is going well, but we were pushed back. Sometimes when you lose an offense, you also lose some territory, which hopefully will mean that we can also take some. But very bad attack from the Americans there. This is, I don't know, this is fun for me. I enjoy it very much, and I also definitely enjoy smashing all of these fleets, although the British fleet, okay, rule Britannia, I guess, because yeah, one of our navies has been smashed. The other one operating against the French fleets is okay, and we've... Look at that! Oh, jeez. So first off, there's no need for all three of you guys to be going here. Let's get somebody else spread out there. And then we've actually taken all of the colonies belonging to our opponents in Western Africa. So that's probably what's putting a hurt on their economies, if I had to guess. It looks like an attack pushing through there. Yep. And if we can get it... No, what the hell is going on? That displays them as 0 morale, but they're not. We're actually losing. Oh! We got Alsace-Lorainne, and we're still in the fight. And we have no war goals, but I guess the British do, the Russians do, so we have to be wary of that. Let's see, let's get the Archduke over here and pushing on that front. Let's get him over here and pushing on this front, and then which one of you guys? I think Heinrich von Hesse. No, he's good offensive. This guy's not. So we'll get him defending there. That should be fine. Okay. So we need one more state to form Germany. We also need to rebuild our navies after that crushing defeat. And we need to build some government administration buildings, because we definitely need those. If we look at radicals, that's a problem, up to 25 million. Some of that's from losses, some of that's from the plummeting standard of living from losing our convoys. So that's not exactly great. And now it's really starting to hurt. Negative 250,000 a week. I really wish I could piece these guys out. Peace deal. Oh, there it is. White peace. I'll take it. There was actually a pending revolution. There still is. To enact protectionism? Really? You want protectionism that badly? Whatever. As soon as we manage to... Oh, what the hell? This guy's free. Huh. No, we're at war with them, we just don't have any fronts. Weird. Okay, this is fine. As soon as our economy stabilizes a little bit, we should be fine. We just need our glass, dyes, sugars, and rubber from the colonies to start coming back, which means, of course, convoys to start coming back. It shouldn't take too long, I think, anyway. Do we have other problems? No, okay, there's the market access coming back. Very well. So it was a big fight, don't get me wrong, but I think we did okay. Building rail to replace, and yeah, we lost a lot of GDP here, but it'll come swinging back as soon as things steady out. At least I hope it will. So you can probably tell from the number of times I've said the same damn thing, so I'm a little worried, but it did after the last one, and that was a fierce fight as well. And I think at this point the smart thing to do is wait for about 3 years and then attack Prussia for the last state or two that we need. It'll look better on the map as well if we can finish off some of those things there. So, alright, that's concluded. Thank you guys for hanging around, and we'll see you again real soon.